What's going on, guys? Chris Bonner, Power Training TV. So I got this series going where I'm basically running through some of the strongman lifts and how I differentiate when training athletes. Obviously, I believe strongmen are athletes, especially the sport. I love the sport. But when I'm referring to that, I'm talking about a lot of the kids I have at the high school level. Your team sports, your football, your baseball, your basketball, you know, any of those sports, and incorporating the strongman lifts, which might be odd object to some people. It might be foreign, they might steer away from it, but there's a lot of benefits to it. The most obvious one, and this started way back with football players, and obviously it's one of the most potent for that sport, but is the tire flip, okay? The tire flip is essentially an easy way to train triple extension and to have them learn that particular pattern in a fast manner, okay? So if you think about it, right? If you think about it, teaching a kid, and if you've ever taught somebody Olympic lifts, especially maybe the power clean, I mean, you could be running your head into the wall. Obviously, you get down a tight system, but some kids take it better than others. You know, their motor recruitment pattern isn't there. So it ends up looking sloppy, injuries can happen, and half the time they're really not receiving the benefits. The tire flip is something perfect that they can learn that day, right? That they can learn that day and then start applying the stimulus. Always remember, if you're an athlete, always remember this. Obviously, I want good technique, but always remember the weight room is just a stimulus. The weight room is just a stimulus. All these movements are just to make you a better athlete on the field, court, whatever the situation may be. Don't get so wrapped up in this shit that you have to have, you know what I mean, you're more of a weightlifter than you are an actual athlete. Just food for thought. Anyway, like I said, the triple extension, there's essentially two ways that most people do this. I typically say, or I've seen some people when competing take a more sumo stance. If your deadlift is weaker off the ground, like mine, one of them that you're gonna go is a more sumo stance, wider base with your hands inside. What I teach with my athletes though, in particular, and a lot of strongmen do this as well, is to take a couple steps back and get your feet inside your shoulders. This is a lot more sport specific, if you will, position. Then what we're gonna do is, I usually coach a neutral spine. I never have my arms bent because I don't wanna put the tension on the bicep, okay? I wanna keep my arms straight and flat out here, put my chest up against it here. As you can see, I'm lower to the ground, so I'm recruiting so much more patterns. And then from here, I'm just gonna triple extend, pushing into the tire here, boom. And then obviously I'm flipping up and pushing over. But as you can see there, from that ground, I'm basically coming from here, triple extending of the ankles, knees, and hips, flipping it over and going again. This is something that we do for maybe time sets where we're trying to get the most reps out of that particular time that we can, and really training that posterior chain for athletes. Translates over to power, speed, and strength on the field. Give it a shot, the tire flip. Holla at you guys.
I don't want to be an icon. I want to be an idea. You know, I want to represent an idea.
So look, for a top speed exercise today, I wanted to share with you guys something that I think is such a simple tool you can utilize to correct a lot of your top speed. So often I talk about the mechanics of the lower body and cycling when you're in top speed.